This is the Temple of Poseidon at Cape Sounio. I've done another video about this, but I want to tell you a story that has to do with the naming of the Aegean Sea, which is right behind me here. So the ancient Greeks believed that the Aegean Sea got its name from a myth that took place right here on this promontory long before the temple that's in front of me now was constructed. So the story has to do with Bronze Age Crete and the Minoan civilization, which 3,500 to 4,000 years ago was the predominant civilization in this area. Every year they required a blood tax in the form of young men and young ladies to go to Crete to be devoured by their minotaur. The minotaur was that half man, half beast that was locked in the labyrinth at the palace of Knossos. So here in Athens, there was a king whose name was Aegeus, and Aegeus had a son named Theseus. And when Theseus came of age, he decided that he was going to put a stop to this barbary. So he tells his father, I'm going to go down and I'm going to manage to slay the Minotaur. So he sets sail from Athens, he goes down to Crete, and when he arrives in Crete, he meets Ariadne. Ariadne was King Minos' daughter, the king of Knossos, and he falls in love with Ariadne and she with him. So Ariadne gives him a ball of string and says to him, when you go in the labyrinth to kill the Minotaur, unwind this ball of string and that way you'll be able to find your way out. He does that, he goes into the labyrinth, he kills the Minotaur, and he's able to retrace his steps using the string to go back out. He takes Ariadne, they run down to the ships, and they set sail. Before Theseus had left Athens, his father Aegeus had made him promise that when he returns from Crete, if he's been successful and killed the Minotaur, that he will change the black sails of his ship to white. Aegeus had told his son Theseus that he would stand here waiting day and night for his return, and that if the sails were black when he came into the harbor here, he would know that he had been killed by the Minotaur. But if he changed them to white, he would know from a distance that he was safe. So back to Theseus, he leaves Crete with Ariadne, and he forgets all about his promise to his father to change the sails. So as he's coming here and rounding Cape Sounio, where I am right now, his father, Aegeus, standing just about where I am, looks in the distance and sees his ship coming, but with black sails. He believes his son has been killed by the Minotaur and is so distraught that he plunges to his death. He jumps off these cliffs behind me and plunges to his death. Somewhere here is where Aegeus fell into the water, and from that moment on, this whole sea has been known as the Aegean Sea.